Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, and the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. And today, ladies and gentlemen, there is some interesting news coming out of the United States. The SEC has literally decided not to appeal Grayscale, which obviously is an indication that they are going to be supporting an ETF or an exchange-traded fund. This is enormous. We're going to be going through that today. There are also some updates in relation to Ripple and XRP, and could they potentially burn all of the escrow, which would be insane. And obviously I've got an interesting article on what happened with the gold ETF when it actually launched, which is really, really crazy. And I think this is basically going to be the scenario with Bitcoin for sure. Obviously, we've got updates in relation to the G20, and they're basically not wanting to ban cryptocurrencies. Also, Anthony Scaramucci is having a go at Warren Buffett. We're going to be having a look at that. An older article on Solana and Raoul Pal. Very, very interesting, and I'm very, very bullish on that. And we also have updates in relation to XDC, partnering up with Anchor Protocol, which is really, really cool as well. I'm also going to be going over my crypto day trading bots and my grid bots in OKX, and obviously with 3 commas. Very, very nice. All right, let's get into the video, guys. If you are new to the channel, smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification, because I love doing these videos every single day. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff, all right? Straight to the community tab, getting into this juicy information. And yes, these are the top altcoins in my portfolio today. Holochain, Telcoin, Nexra, XDC, really, really nice, and VRA, that is Veracity. And here we actually have, you know, the SEC starting to be a little bit more reasonable with cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. It's about freaking time, but they do not plan to appeal the court decision on Grayscale Bitcoin ETF, which obviously means one thing, that they are starting to relax with cryptocurrencies, and in particular Bitcoin. It's about time, Gary. We need to have a discussion, obviously, with the entire crypto industry and the XRP army. That is for sure. Now, moving on quickly, we've got my bots in OKX. They are an official partner of the channel. Again, TRB USDT is up 298%. This is insane. I do have everything linked in the Patreon. I'm at the Wall Street Bull. You can go join the Patreon, which is linked in the video description. Optimism, I'm up 21%. WorldCoin 42%, and of course Casper up 14%. I do have around about 10 bots set up at the moment, trading on OKX 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 298%. Where in the hell would you get that kind of a return anywhere else? It just does not exist. The average return in the stock market is between 8 and 10 if you're lucky, 6% as an average. In real estate, to get a 298% return on your investment, you'd probably be needing to hold that for, I'd say, 20 years. And I'm not kidding. I'm in the property business and I've seen it for myself. So again, 298% is insane. Now let's go to quickly Coinspot. They are an official partner of the channel. Also, thank you, Coinspot. There are referral links below. Please feel free to use them. Now, Bitcoin's up 43,000 Aussie dollars. Not 43, I wish it was, but 43,000 Aussie dollars. And yes, everything else is set to US dollars because I'm catering for everybody around the world. Ethereum's at 2,500 today, which is nice, up 1.48%. XRP's at 79 cents. Solana's at $36. Some very interesting stuff with Solana going on, guys. I'm not sleeping on it, that's for sure. Matic's at 85 cents. We have Polkadot at $6. Litecoin is at 100. I did get into Litecoin before. They're halving. Hasn't done anything, but I'm still holding it. Chainlink, $11. XLM, 17 cents. Hedera's at 7 cents. We have VeChain doing nothing for months. Yes, I know. I've been saying it for a very long time, but I'm extremely bullish on VeChain. Optimism at $1.99. This one is a new addition in the portfolio. Quant is at $143 today. We have Algorand at 15 cents. XDC pumping today, up nearly 8% right here to 8 cents. It is back up again, and everyone's talking about it. Very interesting. Moving down, we've got Axie at $7. I am spewing that Coinspot actually stopped the staking because of the Australian regulator. Pain in the ass. Thank you, ASIC. I appreciate it. You've probably been talking with Gary Gensler, haven't you? Yes, we all know that. Anyway, I'm still finding a place to stake my Axie Infinity because 45% APY, annual percentage yield, is insane. It was just unbelievable. IOTA's at 23 cents. Moving down, ladies and gentlemen, Casper at 5 cents. And, of course, XYO up 1% again. Still in the pennies with XYO. Geospatial tracking technology is incredible. I think XY is going to be a gem. And Reef up 2.28% here, still in the pennies. So I'm holding that freaking long term with this one, guys, because, again, I'm very, very bullish on DeFi, of course. And Reef, the founder, called out Sam Bankman-Fried long before anyone else. Now, crypto bubbles. Before I get into that, the Wall Street Bull University is linked below. In the video description, I've got full videos on how to set up my 3 commas trading bots. And thank you, 3 commas and OKX. Obviously, all my grid trading bots, my day trading bots, obviously all my indicators, the news before I go live on the channel. Altcoin list goes up every single morning in the Patreon, guys, because I'm showing everybody what I'm holding, not the amounts, because I would never do that, and it's very dangerous to never disclose how much you're actually holding. But again, the full list of altcoins goes up in there every single day, and obviously the top 24 hours. And more importantly, my dividend investing, which provides cash flow every single month. So again, I dollar cost average every single week, just building that because that's going to be generational wealth. Now, that is all on the Patreon, and I love speaking with everybody in there directly. It's so much better than Discord. So go join up to the Wall Street Bull University. Having a quick look at, obviously, OKX, I'm up $300 on the day, 2.33%. The week has been insane because Bitcoin crashed, and obviously it's back up again because of the, positivity around the ETF filing. Obviously, you can see I'm down 1,000, obviously, because I'm trading with leverage as well. On the month, let's just have a look. I'm still up $585. And again, on the 6 months here, $13,965, 906%, which is insane in 6 months. And obviously, I wish I had more capital, but there you go. Now, obviously, positions, and these are obviously being used in conjunction with 3 commas, my day trading bots, which are incredible. I've got numerous short bots going on. I've got long bots going on, trading the top 50 altcoins on a long position. And I also have multi-bots set up in 3 commas, which basically can have as many altcoins as you want, trading perpetual futures, or you can have a standard spot Bitcoin, like a crypto bot, which basically allows you to trade without leverage. So I use leverage. Mainly 15x. I do not recommend trading with leverage. It's as simple as that, because look what happened. Obviously, when the market moves, you have the risk of liquidation. That is real. Do not go and invest anything stupid. Okay, I only invest what I can afford to lose, and that's absolute fact. So I've got a lot of long positions opened up, of course, with the bots. And as you can see, they're down at today, but it has slowly built up. I'm currently sitting at, as we speak, $309 now. So again, it's still trading 24 hours a day. $300 a day, is roughly what, $2,000 a week? That's pretty incredible stuff. Also, now, on OKX, I do have their built-in features here, which again, I trade perpetual futures, which is incredible. They're grid bots. Now, again, I've got Chainlink, and again, all the links to these are in the Patreon, so join up. I'm up 5.2 USDT on this one. It's 110 USDT investment, which is roughly around about 140, 150 Australian dollars, so it is, not a small amount of money. Solana, I've got a 275 USDT investment. That is getting up there, like 350 around there, Australian dollars, 24 USDT, 9%. Casper is also up 14% here. These ones are actually small investments, but they're still making insane gains, 16%. Moving down, TRB is my biggest one here, 297%. That's on a 50 USDT investment. I made 148 USDT, which is just ridiculous. It's crazy. IMX, 3.28%, and WorldCoin is up 38%. 19 USDT, and of course Optimism here as well, 21%. So these are in a neutral position, trading with between 20 to 50x leverage. Again, very, very high leverage. I do not recommend it, but that's the risk I'm willing to take. Now, quickly, while I get into this, guys, this is my 3 commas app. Now, again, 3 commas is an incredible trading software. I've been using them for 2 years before they even started to sponsor the channel, which is incredible. So thank you, 3 commas. Basically, guys, it allows you to trade markets 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I know people are big on technical analysis. I do obviously dabble in that. However, I much prefer to use bots, because for me to sit down every day and literally watch charts to come in and out of trades, it's very time consuming. Okay, now again, you can set up your indicators on 3 commas. I'm using on a couple of bots my RSI indicator, which is pretty straightforward. basically when it's triggering above this, the 70 level or the 30. It just depends. You can set it up however you like, or you can just open a new trade ASAP and the thing will just keep trading until it takes profits. Now, I've got mine set to 1.5%, which is pretty straightforward. So again, they move in and out of deals pretty quickly. And 3 commas, again, allows me to do that and have been the best in terms of trading bots, and I've been using them again for 2.5 years. So very, very bullish stuff right there. Again, all of these bots are set up. You can manage these on the app to switch them on and off, but I would recommend setting them up on a much bigger screen, a desktop, PC, Mac, whatever you've got. Doesn't matter so long as you've got a big screen, because you'll need to see that. Now, again, the video is on my channel, and make sure you go check that out, and I will provide another update in the next week or so on how these are actually going, and given the positive news, it's really, really good. Now, moving on, ladies and gentlemen, crypto bubbles, and again, it is a sea of green. We've got XDC up 7.4% today to 4 cents. Very undervalued in my opinion. It's up 56% on the year. It's an absolute no-brainer for me, really. Solana as well, 4.2% on the day. That's $22 US. And based on this article from Raoul Pal and the interview that he gave, Solana's an absolute no-brainer as well, given the fact that it is working with Visa and it is an Ethereum competitor. And we need Ethereum competitors because the fees are insane on Ethereum. I remember once someone actually paid like $5,000 in fees. I can't remember exactly what it was for, but it was around that amount of money just for the gas fees alone. Mental. I don't even know why anyone would use it. Anyway, Quant, 2.2%, $87. Now, again, I got into this at $60 US, which was roughly 80 Australian dollars at the time. I'm still holding on to my Quant. It has less of a supply than Bitcoin, and it obviously is helping build CBDCs, which I don't like, and of course, cross-border payments. Quant is very, very nice right there. Hedera as well, bullish on this, 2.5%, still sitting under, 5 cents right now USD. And again, Hedera Hashgraph, their governance board is enormous. Absolutely enormous. Now, I do want to go through XRP, but I can't really seem to find it right here. Let me just have a look. There he is. It's quite small. It's 0.7% on the day. It's still up 0.8 on the year. There is a lot happening with Ripple and XRP. It's an absolute no-brainer for me, guys. We all know where this thing is going. Now, can Ripple burn all 41.9 billion XRP in escrow? If that were to happen, look out, because the price would absolutely skyrocket. But the XRP community speculates on Ripple potentially burning 41.9 billion XRP in escrow amid XRP's 7-day losses. And XRP remains topped as in a bearish trend over the past few days, with its cumulative 7-day performance nearing double-digit losses. And obviously, amid the unsavory performance, XRP community members have unearthed speculative discussions around factors that could bolster the price of XRP. Most recently, the community speculated on the possibility of Ripple all of the XRP tokens under escrow. I don't think Ripple would do that because it obviously helps them, with regards to the price and making sure it's not out of control. I mean, this is why they have an escrow. But rumors are circulating around that Ripple could burn the entire escrow of 50 billion XRP, which is just insane. XRP Whale tweeted this earlier as well. So similarly, other known XRP influence accounts, obviously on the X platform, have posted about the Ripple XRP burn. And I would love to see David Schwartz confirm this if they're even considering it, because it'd be insane. Moving on, we have the SEC won't appeal loss in Grayscale case, boosting the odds of a GBTC. Obviously, Grayscale Bitcoin ETF, and can become a Bitcoin ETF, which is huge. And the SEC was rebuked by the court in August for how it rejected Grayscale's application to turn its Bitcoin BTC trust into an ETF. And the regulator won't appeal that loss. A person familiar with this matter said Friday, boosting the odds of the Grayscale Bitcoin trust can be turned into a more appealing ETF. And Bitcoin's price jumped on that news. They've had too many losses. They really have right now. And again, the decision to obviously not let Grayscale convert its Bitcoin trust into a more investor-friendly exchange-traded fund, according to that person familiar with the matter, possibly clearing the way for the first Bitcoin ETF in the United States. Could you imagine if Grayscale gets an approval before BlackRock? Man, they're not going to be happy with that. And obviously, Cathie Woods and ARK Invest, Investco now, Fidelity, they're all coming for this, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I just want to point out, when gold obviously was first introduced into an ETF product, it was absolutely insane. People sort of need to, have a look at history. I know it doesn't repeat, but it could have a very similar effect It really, really could, guys. The gold listing almost 20 years ago was advantageously timed as central banks just finished selling their gold at the time. And obviously this gentleman right here, Hickey said, adding that the prices had bottomed and people started buying it as a hedge against the policy failure. And again, look what's happening in the world with interest rates rising. Now, obviously, the launch of a spot Bitcoin ETF could make the digital asset a better tool for lending and financing collateral. Hickey said, Mr. Hickey, adding that it could be also become more liquid and less expensive to transact. Now, the launch of the first gold ETF provides an example of how the spot ETFs can democratize an asset, said Jennifer Murphy, CEO and founder of Runa Digital. Following its launch from the first gold ETF reached more than $1 billion in assets in 3 days. Whoa. And she said, which was the fastest ever to do so, and a record it held for 18 years, and gold prices broke out and sustained a multi-year bull run. Gold prices eventually doubled after its ETF launch. It took about 4 years. And isn't it just amazing how the same thing's happening with all of these fund managers coming into this and all of these massive institutions with trillions of dollars under management just before the Bitcoin halving next year in April? Think about it. So I'm not going to say any more, but this is where it's going and people need to understand this. Now, the G20 gives go-ahead to crypto regulation oversight. That's really good. And the G20 nations collectively accepted the regulatory roadmap as proposed by the IMF FSB paper for crypto oversight, and the review of the proposed measures implementation status is expected by the end of 2025. Which is really, really good. And the joint report issued by the International Monetary Fund and the Financial Stability Board on crypto regulation oversight has been accepted by the G20 at its recent meeting. And I wonder, given the fact that this has happened, if this is why, Gary Gensler is sort of allowing Bitcoin to start trading as an ETF. Very, very interesting. Now we've got the Scaramucci right here. This is an interesting article, but Warren Buffett is a skeptic of Bitcoin and crypto. Anthony Scaramucci shares his what Bitcoin bears like Buffett get wrong. And it's true. I don't understand why Warren Buffett, he probably has a portfolio himself. Quickly, guys, we'll have a look at this. But Skybridge Capital founder Anthony Scaramucci invested hundreds of millions of dollars into digital asset space with the belief that the price of the assets such as Bitcoin will go up. And obviously in this interview, Scaramucci fought back against Bitcoin bears like Warren Buffett. What happened? Legendary investor Warren Buffett is best known as the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, a conglomerate that owns many companies and invests in multiple public companies. Now, for those in the crypto space, Buffett is familiar as one of the biggest bears in Bitcoin, an asset he once famously called rat poison squared. Dude. Anyway, Scaramucci said that the bear case by Buffett and others is that Bitcoin is just a cryptograph on the internet worth nothing, shouldn't have value, and should be banned. They really don't understand the concept and the whole industry of money, Scaramucci said in a recent episode. And Scaramucci said that paper money is worthless by definition, but we ascribe to its the value of it right now. Digital in a bank account are worth something and can be sent in wire transfers to pay for items. The Skybridge Capital founder said, the world has always had a ledger and put value on items given the monetary value. If you think about it that way, Bitcoin is a fairly perfect ledger. And that is true. Very, very true. Raoul Pal quickly outlines a dream scenario for Solana. Now, I've spoken about this before, but he's basically saying that Solana could follow the footsteps of the leading altcoin, Ethereum, obviously when it skyrocketed, hitting a low in 2018. There is potential possibility of a dream scenario that Solana does what ETH did in 2018, obviously when it hit a low, which was a 47x, and so the Solana was at $9, so you could do the math. The numbers are potentially very interesting. That'll be 20-something x from here from Solana. And this is crazy, right? But Solana is trading at $21. Again, this was a while back, and it's pretty much the same at the time of writing. And 1.48% increase during the last 24 hours. This is going back, a while. But if Powell's prediction comes to light, Solana could be worth around about $436 US. and I think it's going to go a lot higher than that. Obviously, XDC is pumping on this news, but the the protocol here, Anchor and XDC, to fuel blockchain development right here. Anchor today announced a strategic partnership that will integrate in XDC network into their RPC service. The integration represents a significant step forward, allowing developers to unlock full potential of XDC network. And I do hold Anchor Protocol. I'm pretty sure I have to check my portfolio. Quickly on the buy flow, let's see where the money's been going. We've got Ethereum, XRP, Solana. We have Chainlink, Matic, XMR, Monero as well. And the sell flow I haven't spoken about. A lot of people are selling Ethereum, XRP, I don't know why, Solana, Chainlink, and it's moving into Bitcoin. And of course, what else do we have, you guys? Just stable coins, USDT. Now, quickly, let's go to X. It's a very mid news day today, other than the bullish stuff coming out about the SEC not appealing. Thank you to those who are following me on X. Thank you so much. Investco Galaxy has now updated their spot Bitcoin ETF S1 following ARK in responding to the SEC's comments. And I honestly believe that all of them are going to be approved at once. Now, I basically said this: if it gets approved, what do you think the price is going to be? And also, let me know in the comments: 50,000, 100,000, 250,000, or $500,000 US for Bitcoin. I'm aiming towards the topper end of this, really. Now, moving on again, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust GBTC discount tapers from 43% to 16.5%, hinting at an SEC approval, which is going to be very, very bullish. Ethereum logo. Yeah, that's right. Thank you very much. Vitalik, appreciate that logo. It's actually facts. Moving on, of course, there is a 90% chance of the Bitcoin ETF obviously approved by the 10th of January deadline for ARK Invest's application. I think it's going to be a lot sooner than that. Fear and Greed Index is sitting at 44 today, and that is pretty much it for the news on X. Now, let's go to CoinMarketCap. Now we have 1.05 trillion US dollars, $26 billion in volume. It is extremely low. 49% Bitcoin, 17% Ethereum, 26,916 cryptocurrencies. Now, during the bull market, again, there was like Binance Smart Chains cryptos coming out, and they were absolute rubbish. I know very few of them that have done actually really well. But anyway, top altcoins in the portfolio. Again, I post these up. This is my actual portfolio every single day in the Patreon. Go join up to that. And of course, my focus is the banking coins, as I say every single day on this channel. And yes, Solana is in there because it is a banking coin. It is working with Visa, and very, very bullish stuff right here. And every one of these projects is building out CBDCs, cross-border payments, obviously on-demand liquidity. And again, the payment rails of the future. That is an absolute no-brainer. And XRP, 8,000%. I'm very, very bullish on XRP. But that is it, guys. Thank you very much. I will speak to everyone tomorrow. Stay safe. I hope you have a good evening, good afternoon, and morning. And if it's morning, have an espresso, all right? Take care of yourselves. Join up in the Patreon. It is linked below. Peace out. Bye.